We'd like to thank our sponsor, iZotope, the absolute leaders in design plugins for audio restoration, mixing, and mastering. At iZotope.com, you'll find a plethora of tools and suites that will enhance your audio production, whether it's voice, video, podcast, or a full production recording session. Check out the industry standard audio repair tool RX11, the multi-tool mixer plugin Neutron 5, or the powerful Ozone 11 mastering suite, plus tons more. Go to iZotope.com, use code FRET10 at checkout for 10% off. That's iZotope.com, and the code is FRET10, FRET10.
DistroKid now also has a motherfucking app.
The DistroKid app is available for iOS and Android.
You can now get an additional 30% off if you go to distrokid.com/VIP/cult. That's distrokid.com/VIP/cult.
Or you can get it in the App Store.
Fuck. All right, we're rolling.
Rolling.
Planet B
Presents
Cult and Culture Podcast.
Welcome to episode 51 of the Cult and Culture Podcast. I'm Justin Pearson.
And I'm Luke Henshaw.
We are well into our 50s as far as podcast. So a lot of times I listen to podcasts and the intro goes on and on and on. And I know I'm not a big fan of it, but I feel like
Same
maybe
here.
please bear with me, you too, viewer or listener. I think that our guest is it warrants a little bit of maybe explanation related to our podcast. Wattie from The Exploited, who started in 1978, was, the band started in 1978, was on the forefront of what punk and punk rock was and was to become. And I think that the landscape of something like punk or punk rock has shifted and changed over the years and mutated and become something different in many ways. So there's a lot to this, and I think that it's important to note that there's a lot of criticism surrounding someone like Wattie and his career, and where like I see people's complaints, and I think that that's up to them or whatever. I think that like the sheer fact that someone can also change with the world that we live in and realize like, oh, that's old, that's something that's not effective anymore, let's move on,
And what it stood for.
Sure. And we get into this in the podcast, such as early punk rock identified themselves wearing like swastika armbands or swastika t-shirts like Sid Vicious or Susie Sue. And so I think that us meeting Wattie and having a conversation with him in depth has made me feel like that is someone that I do actually respect, and I think should get credit for his accomplishments, being that like maybe they are slightly flawed here and there, but it wasn't an ill attempt at like doing something malicious. So fuck, man, it's crazy. I mean, we get into all of this stuff, and again, like I think like there's two. For me, I'm always saying like there's two different things. There's punk and there is punk rock. Punk rock, I think, is bullshit at this point, and maybe Wattie doesn't agree with that, but like I think it has been like diluted and marketed and mass marketed and repackaged and fucking shit out and sold to everybody, and it's not what it was. And it doesn't serve the same purpose. But punk ethics and morals and ideals still resonate, and they, I think, also existed since probably the beginning of civilization. And I think it shows up in things like, again, like we're a podcast and we have sponsors, but we have sponsors that are like Earthquaker Devices, who are run a business. Yeah, they're capitalists. They run a pedal company, but they are fucking punks in their hearts and in their minds and in their souls. Same with Food Shed. It's local farmers that we support and that support us. Those are things that I feel are punk. So I think that people that might be critical on us for having Wattie on our podcast can pretty much in the like go fuck themselves in like in the vein of punk rock. Yeah, you go fuck yourself. Because I felt like I wanted to have a conversation with someone that I think is relevant to me. I grew up listening to The Exploited, and I also grew up understanding and seeing like footage of them playing with neo-Nazis in the crowd and like stupid shit that like punk did. Sid Vicious was a fucking dipshit, I think that like if Sid would have maybe lived, maybe he could have become something different. Maybe he would have understood the world that changed in the past and is still changing. So I feel like for people to kind of come at us or even to come at Wattie is interesting because I don't know, if you want to say he's a Nazi, like good luck. Your parents probably own a fucking Tesla, like I don't know. I think that we should keep our eye on the prize if we're trying to like evolve and create something, create a better world, which I feel like punk initially set out to do. I don't know. I can shut up now, but that's my rant. I think like, I think that Wattie's rad. His band is cool. The people in his band are really fucking cool. And he's performing well into his 60s.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe he's not like as like ripping as like, I don't know, Here's Collective or something, He's doing something rad, relevant, and people enjoy it. And I don't know. Yeah. Here's to the survival of punk.
Yep.
Not punk rock. Let's have you do like, I mean, obviously, you know what? I always say like, let's have our guests introduce themselves. But I mean, you're a fucking legend. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, Exploited. That's your shit.
For Exploited.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about anybody's opinions.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah. Man. So for one, okay. So real quick, I want to say I'm sorry for your loss of Wolfie.
Oh, my dog. I was gutted,
dude.
Fucking crying for days, man.
That was terrible. Yeah, I'm a big dog fan. I was like really bummed when I saw that. So
thanks.
Yeah,
that was the day before. That was died. I'd gotten put down the day before I left to fly over here for tour. Well, I came over to see my girlfriend. So that actually helped me because I was totally devastated when he died. He was fucking. He was fucking. I had him for 11 years. He was a wee.
Yeah, sorry.
Devastated with him.
I'm sorry for that, man.
Thanks.
So, and also too, like, I'm psyched that you're here because you've had like health conditions, and it seems like a lot of people would hang up the.
I've been told not to. I've been told not to do gigs. I've had like 5 heart attacks.
By doctors.
Yeah,
5?
I've had 5 heart attacks. Fucking got a pacemaker, gastric bypass, fucking bust ulcers. I got told my heart surgeon said, one of them said that. He doesn't know how I'm still alive. He goes, no, you're still alive because you shouldn't be alive. But every time you have a heart attack, the muscle in your heart dies. You can't repair it. So my heart works at 40-odd%.
Wow.
42%, something like that.
Do you just give him a copy of Punk's Not Dead? Or
no, in fact, the last time I had a heart attack was in Belgium, and I'd been drinking Red Bull. And then
that shit will fuck you up.
Well, this is it. I had a couple of Red Bulls and coffee, and I felt like I felt how I felt before when I had the heart attack. So I need to go and get checked. So at the hospital, then I fell asleep or whatever. Then I woke up in intensive care. They said I had a massive heart attack in the hospital.
Wow.
And so a couple of days later, when I woke up in intensive care, one of the heart surgeons like that, he goes, I come to your gig yesterday, and I went, what? He goes, I was at your gig, and he showed me a video. Mm-hmm. He actually went to the gig.
That's great. But you made it through the gig.
No, I was at the hospital, but he went to the gig. Total Chaos was it Casualty? They still played, but he went there. But obviously they got money. But he went. They showed my video. Goes there. I was actually at the gig.
Wow.
But obviously you weren't here.
Yeah, man. So that's crazy.
Did he ask for his money back?
I don't know. And the first thing he said to me was, first thing he said when I woke up, first thing he said to me, he goes, have you been drinking Red Bull? And I went, no. I thought if I say yes, he's got to fucking no help me. He goes, no. So after 10 days, I seen him again. I went, by the way, I never told you quite the truth. I went, I did have 2 cans of Red Bull. He goes, that's what caused your heart attack. That's what started, because you've got electric pulse from your heart, and the stuff that's in the Red Bull, it breaks up the rhythm, the pulse of the heart. Because that's what started your heart attack.
So did you get a sponsorship from Red Bull?
No,
You switched to Monster.
no. In fact, Monster. I sued Monster.
You sued them.
Just this year.
Wow.
And like fucking for years, right? For years, they used a picture of me, like, it was like a cat, but it was a photo, but they made it into like a cartoon type thing. But I knew it was me, but I never had the money.
Monster?
Monster, yeah. So I never had the money to sue them. I could get a lawyer. I didn't the money. People think I was rich. I was fucking nothing. So this is in the 90s. So for all this time, they got away with it. Then the start of the year, I got this girl got in touch, photographer. She goes, I've heard that this Monster have been using my picture. I went, yeah, they have been. She goes, how would you fancy it if you take them to court? I went, what kind of? Because what? She goes, I've got a lawyer. When one is one, if you won, you get. If you won, you pay them. If you didn't win, you get nothing. I thought, well, okay, nothing to lose. I went, okay, I'll give 50. I'll go 50-50 with you. If you get any money, I'll just go half-us with you.
Yeah.
Just because it's fucking. And then, so the first offer was $200.
What?
Right. So it fucking started, fuck off. And then they try to come back with, you've got like a 10-year time period. After 10 years, you can't make a claim. I don't know what it's called. But after 10 years, you can't even make a claim because the time's away. So they tried that one. I was like, fucking no way. So I thought I was not going to get anything. Then on the last tour, just to start the year, it was got a phone call going. He goes, you've just paid you $210,000.
Whoa!
Wow, there you go.
Congratulations.
Right. Well,
So a lot more than 200.
So the lawyer got $73,000, and me and her got $68,000.
Yeah.
I gave it to my son to put in his bank fucking for when he died.
Whoa.
So he's got money. So we sued Monster, that's fucking fuck these cunts.
Yeah. Damn, that's so crazy. Wait, you said your son?
I gave it to my son.
Yeah.
I gave the money to my son.
That's cool. I didn't know.
So
I don't know anything about your son. Is he in a band or
I've
anything?
got 2 sons. I've got a stepson. My stepson's American.
What do they think about you? Is that a loaded question?
No. In fact, like my real son, like when he was wee, him and his mom's dead now, but him and we were separated, but we got on great. But when he was wee, I'd go and visit him, and one day he's at, he was, Dad, I went, what? He goes, I think he was only six. I went, come here, say, I went, what? He goes, me and Mum like this. I went, what is it? And I listened, I went, is that fucking Green Day? And he's like, aye, because me and Mum like it. I went, fucking, you're not getting the pocket money. And then so my other son, he likes, like, I hate Green Day. I can tell a story about him, fucking wee knob. So, fucking totally wee fucking knob. So anyway, so I hate Green Day. Anyway, so, but my son, my last wife, last year, fucking, she was like, my stepson Remy, he's American, he's 9. I've been his dad since he was 2. He's now 9, just turned 19. And he's like, there's a band called Made of Ace. They supported us a few times. A girl band from England. They're really good. They're all sisters. They're really, really good. Nice people. And they were supporting Green Day on the UK. so my was like, can you get Remy on the guest list? I went, if he goes to see Green Day, he's getting kicked out of the house. He goes, are you kidding? I went, I'm not asking fucking Made. I'm not asking Made Ace to get people on the guest list. If he goes to see Green Day, he can fuck off at the house. That's how much I hate Green Day.
Yeah.
So he never went.
That's great.
But now he's left. He just phoned me last week and said he's leaving. So he's moved out.
But like being a kid and having you as your parent is it's got to be jarring.
At first, I used to keep my private life. I used to keep them private away from me. I got a lot of haters.
Yeah.
I got loads of haters. I've always said this. I always get loads of shit and trolls and that. people talk shit, so I used to try to protect my family.
That's good.
And so I'd never have my Facebook private or that. Now I'll go on my Instagram because I've not got any family really. So me and my girlfriend. So fucking she can handle herself. So but before I used to keep my private life private. So my sons would they didn't really like, I didn't really like the exploit, but now they like I think now they appreciate what I do.
Yeah.
But now they appreciate because they're pals and their pals' dads likes the band.
Oh.
They think it's cool, but before that I don't think they liked other bands. They didn't really particularly like the song Exploit, but too noisy.
Well, everything's changing, and then I think
Yeah,
you're getting more
anytime.
recognition, and obviously
Well, we're bigger now than we've ever been. And it's funny because like it's like the last couple of days we got the same shit chucked at us with Nazis.
Yeah, you want to dive into that?
Aye, right.
bit?
So
Yeah.
anyway, for all you morons, idiots, you're fucking total fucking numpties. The thing comes out, I'm pals with Nazis. I've had, I don't know, maybe at least fucking 500,000 fucking selfies with people.
Yeah,
If you ask me to take a picture with you now,
yeah,
I don't know who you are.
yeah.
This guy faced man called Screwdriver asked for a picture. I don't know who he is. He just looks like you. But a t-shirt is like, got a photo, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I hang out with Nazis.
yeah.
And it's like, right.
But the time has changed. Like I remember like seeing I don't know what video it is, like UKDK or whatever,
Yeah.
and you guys are playing in it, and they're Nazis there. But like in the 90s and the 80s, it was a thing.
They
Like
were there,
fucking
yeah.
here in San Diego, there was Nazis at every show.
I totally. We done the like I say we done the Biohazard tour, and it was fucking we fucking had 26 fights. It was on Nazis or skinheads, all these gigs.
Yeah,
We played a place called Allentown, us Biohazard and Table Negative, and every cunt was DK on. Every cunt. I mean, like loads of skinheads, punks, fucking people like normal. Everybody was DK on, and I thought I'm going to get my fucking face kicked in here because of the song USA. And every cunt, and with a black guy with us, was pals with Biohazard. He's from Chicago. I always remember. But I told him, don't go outside. It was a big massive fucking gangs like running up and doing, people getting chased and fucking stabbed and that. It was fucking this back then. And it was like bands like the Cro-Mags, Agnostic Front, Warzone, all these cunts, all these bands, all these bands had like massive white. Not, I don't know what you call it over here. It's not like white power.
but yeah,
But
Yeah.
I don't know what you name it.
fucking
That's
asshole
the-
white powers.
Aye,
Yeah.
but that was totally every gig was like that. They had hundreds of them.
yeah,
Try to attack us and that, and I had to fight them all.
yeah.
So it's like aye. So anyway, so we're in Norway, and we got invited to was just like this, a practice room. This is obviously a practice room. We got invited back to a party. We're going, let's go back. We'll go back. So we went back, and somebody's got a picture. So me and my brother were at the front of the people. I go, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's two skinny cuts behind us got the ZK on, right? We never knew that, and so but they posted that. As soon as they posted that, I stopped being friends with them. The fucking, I can't believe he just fucking done that and posted that.
Yeah.
And done that behind my back. That's what caused me fucking loads of bother because you just fucking done that.
Of course.
So we stopped being friends with him, and that's the two pictures. That's the two photos we're going about. Somebody behind my back, Zeke Hillan,
Yeah.
and a picture with somebody who's a total stranger.
Yeah.
Who's a total nobody to me. And I used to have a swastika tattoo, but back and then Johnny Rotten, Sid Vicious, Susan the Banshees, every kind of wore swastikas. Nothing to do with Nazis. It was a day with like shock horror. It was like fucking punk was like shock horror then, but punk came out, it was like shock. Everybody was, oh, it's nasty, it's horrible.
Yeah.
And that's what that was about. And after that wore off, I got my tattoo covered over because it didn't have that shock value anymore. It was just totally changed. So I covered it over about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But still, all these people come up with the same shit. It's just like wank. And then I was in Spain, and we're doing an Antifa gig. Before Antifa was fucking hair day, right? But an Antifa gig for the fucking, and then we came out. There were 16 guys. I remember 16 guys, young guys, maybe 18, 19, and I knew. Wearing black bomber jackets, and it was quite dark. My sight's not great, and they had the post, and I thought, looking back at, if I wanted to fight, I could fight every one of them, and I could beat every one of these cops. On a one-on-one fight, I'd batter every fucking one of them. One of the kids, But like, so there was surrounding me. Another, it was a picture, and I don't know what it signed. So I was looking at it. They pulled out this big fuck. They pulled out iron bars. Just smashed me across the head with iron bars.
Whoa.
So I started kicking fuck at me, and it wasn't so. I remember getting bump. I thought, this is not bad. Right, but talking about the hospital, my head was like that size.
Yeah.
Not to put a staple gun in, and that was agony. I was like, fuck. But we still doing the rest of the gigs, but fuck you. And that was some Antifa cunts.
That's crazy.
Right, so I get accused of that. So I get accused of like Antifa attacked me, the Nazis attacked me. It's like fucking. I think fuck.
But isn't Anti-Flag the band that just got cancelled?
No, Anti-Flag, Antifa.
Oh, Antifa people. Yeah.
You call Antifa.
Sorry, yeah.
Fucking before anybody heard them.
Yeah.
I mean, I got jumped with 16 guys. Fucking.
But they were skins, though. You were saying.
Aye, totally. Aye.
Like anti-racist skins.
I mean, but the actual gig we were playing was the Antifa gig.
Oh,
Whoa.
yeah. That's what. Yeah, sorry, yeah.
We were doing the Antifa gig.
Yeah.
And it's still fucking. Somebody told.
But also, like, you've aligned with like the tour I was actually asking about. You were like toured with Napalm Death. I mean, I think if you're aligning in Hatebreed, but like Napalm Death is obvious. No one's gonna be like, oh, they're Nazis.
No.
You know, like I think if you're aligning yourself with these certain kinds of people,
like I'll tell you a funny one. We done it's the type of people like the idiots I deal with, right? That I just like that's why I ignore them. We done the gig with Ice-T with Body Count.
Yeah.
Right. We got a picture. There's a photo of the two bands together. Right. This is going back 20 years. We got a fine with Ice-T. So when we got attacked, we went into the Antifa and you got anti-wank page, whatever. Yeah. Fucking and we put up. We said no. They put up. Oh, we tried to talk to them. So we put a story. They never tried to talk to us. Just attacked us. And so we put up a story. What really happened? They took it down there, and then we put up a picture of us and Ice-T. With Body Count. That's been photoshopped. Ice-T would never fucking. Ice-T would never play with you. That's the type of idiots that we fucking deal with.
Yeah.
Right. So when people say this stuff, I didn't bother answering.
Yeah.
Because it's like that's the type of idiots.
Yeah.
That's the type of idiots you tell them and say that. Oh, we've been to Israel, played Israel.
Yeah.
But not in Israel. No, they wouldn't. But Israel, but South America.
Yeah.
A road cruise, fucking Mexican, fucking blah blah. This is I don't have to explain myself. I mean, I don't have to explain myself because people know fucking that's all shit and fuck. I think I fuck anyway. I think I fuck about these cunts.
Yeah, well, shout out to Ice-T though, because that guy's fucking so righteous. That guy's sick.
I
love that dude.
They're good pals.
Yeah,
me and Ice-T talk all the time.
Yeah, he's awesome. But so what we were saying is like the people that now, as of yet, like since yesterday, canceled your show. They're so far left that they're like on the. They're like. They don't even know what they're talking about. Yeah. They don't even know what they're talking about.
But
the thing that's weird is, like, I feel like a lot of people on the left or people that are progressive are going to destroy themselves because they're going to be like, let's go after Wattie, not like, let's go after Elon Musk or let's go after the fucking pigs or like, let's go after like a real problem. They're going to go like, hey, 40 years ago you had this tattoo. You're fucking done. You know, that's bullshit.
Honestly, I think I fuck it. I don't really think I fuck about them.
But you still have to put up with it.
I just laugh at you as fuck you, cunt. Go fuck yourself.
But yeah, I get it. It's still just a fucking drag, man.
All these people, like the faces, people. So I don't get upset about it because I'm used to it, and it's like
it's a pain in the ass, and it's more work for you, and that fucking sucks.
It's not just that. It's like people. It's like when I was younger, I used to believe what I read in the papers. If I see it on the TV, I used to believe it was true until I was in the paper and that was the story. Then I realised that everything you read is not true.
Yeah.
Right. So I can understand if young people see it on the net, they see a picture, that must be true, but they don't really realise the story behind the fucking picture.
Of course.
Right. So they just see it and they take it. If I see that, that's what I'd probably think the same. But
to say like
you explain it to them. Explain what actually happened and the circles, and then in the still talk shit. It's just like fuck on.
But you're guilty no matter what. Your photo with Ice-T is photoshopped, and that's fucking bullshit.
It is. I'd never have a picture of Ice-T. Right then. Fucking numpty.
So it's a bummer that you get this, but I think that like there's this weird shift in like and the word punk or punk rock has obviously changed over the time, over time.
In America, it's like fucking, it's so divided.
It's
pretty pathetic.
You don't think it's like that in Europe either?
Nah. Not even close to what it's like here. It's fucking pathetic, man. That's why I laugh at them, like, all these fucking, like, you can't wear that, can't say that, can't do that. That's not what punk's about. It's like you've got punk bands like, who was it? Fucking Toy Dolls, Anti-Noble League, maybe the UK Subs, and some other band, the Addicts, maybe. All the bands got picked on and said, you can't sing about that. These songs are like fucking no right. I mean, and they're all crying, going, we're going to cancel our gigs. I'm like, you guys are flying fuck. You're a punk band.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to tell me what to fucking do. Nobody's going to tell me what I can wear. Nobody's going to tell me what I can sing.
Okay,
like,
well, let me ask you.
All these bands getting pressure. They're getting pressure, or let's cancel them because they've got a song about a certain thing. Well, that's no right. You can't say that. You can't say this. You can say whatever you fucking want.
Yeah, but you didn't say anything. That's the crazy thing about your show.
No, but these bands, I've not said anything. But these bands are like fucking.
The other people criticizing.
Some of the songs that might be about fucking joking about some sexual, fucking sexual song or something. So fucking what?
Yeah.
Got a fucking life, you fucking moron.
Well, like, what do you mean? Like, what are you talking? Can we talk about that song? Whatever song you're.
No, like fucking that. Nobody got a song about some sexual song about trans or something.
Oh.
Or about women or something. I mean, you can't say about women.
But also, when was it written? I think the time has changed. Times have changed.
But it doesn't matter when it was written. Fucking doesn't matter if it's times change.
Well, I think
to me it's not. If
Okay.
you're a punk band. If you're a punk band, right? You should.
Oh, you're missing. I mean, like, let's say you. Okay.
I've got a song called Porno Slot.
Let's say you say a word that's not like. Okay, let's talk about the Sex Pistols. They say the word faggot in one of their songs.
Right.
Like, would John Lydon write that now? I don't know. Probably not. But back then it was a term that people could use freely,
right.
and now it's a different time. Yeah.
A lot of things have changed. There's a lot of things that you watch comedy programs, back in the day, and they go about fucking Chalky and Blackie and all that.
Oh yeah.
We never got away with it nowadays because it's not acceptable. But back then it was acceptable.
Yeah.
That's what people do.
That's what I meant. Like, depending on these like things that you're being like, you're in trouble or you're being canceled for this thing that happened 40 years ago. Like, the landscape was different.
It's a whole different generation.
Yeah. Well, so like, okay, what about this though? Like, you look at like Sid Vicious, obviously the like sort of poster boy of punk rock. Sorry, with the swastika T-shirt, and you're like that.
Totally.
Yeah, but then there's like. That's one thing that's like not really a big issue, but like now you have John Lydon wearing fucking MAGA shirts or whatever, and that's a questionable move on his part, I think, because
Donald Trump's a fucking asshole.
What?
Donald Trump's an asshole.
Of course, but John Lydon supports him.
But he's totally fucking. He's a lot of things that Pistols do now. Everything that I'm against.
Yeah.
I mean, all the beliefs. I never started. When I started the band, I believed in these bands. I used to believe in the bands.
Well,
but no, the only band I believe in is Exploited.
Damn.
We're the only band. No, I'm not being big-headed or try to fucking blow my fucking trumpet, but I'm the only band I know that's real and never changed their music or lyrics or anything. Is myself. I mean, but I could make a lot more money about I do things differently, but I'm not interested in money. I'm interested in doing things that I believe are
integrity,
true to myself.
Yeah, of course.
And that's why I hate liars.
But so I wonder about someone like John Lydon. Like, he did the fucking.
I respect him for the beginning because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been Exploited.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have because the first round of punk music in the UK, it was like shockcorror. I thought it was really angry. What was angry music compared to what was before? But now when I listen back to Exploited music and listen to the Pistols music,
it's like pop.
It's like ballet dancing music.
Yeah, it became pop because everything came in more extreme.
But the actual punk, the anger of punk gave it back when we started. There was so much anger back in the UK. I grew up in poverty. I grew up in fucking real poverty, like real fucking poverty, and back then you had Margaret Thatcher who. And she destroyed the working class. So if you're working class and unemployed, you had fuck all, absolutely fuck all. So there was that much anger. So when punk came along, that was like it He gave me a voice. I was like a voice for my friends. The songs I've been singing about the dough and unemployment and stuff. All these people, I was like a voice for the people who are like the same as myself. He gave us a voice, an angry voice to express herself. And so for 10 years, Margaret Thatcher kept punk alive because there was that much. It's true. There was that much fucking that much poverty, like real poverty.
Yeah.
Loads of fucking riots in the streets and that because of the fucking they totally destroyed. And then it's like when I first came to America, it's like I said, when I first came to America, before I came to America, the only Americans I ever met was fat Americans and rich. And so I can see it on TV and see Dallas and then they stay. So everybody thinks, like I said earlier, about what people,
like people, early '80s. You mean?
People,
like,
people haven't travelled to that, or you believe what you read in the news. It's not always true. So I used to believe that. So when I come to America the first time, I wanted to go home. I was excited to be here. But after a week, I wanted to go back home because I thought there's fucking so much poverty here. It's no. And then I had an actual proper respect for the American people because I met loads of good people. I met a lot of good people here. And I thought there's fucking so much. That's why we did the song "Fucking USA" because back then you have the rich and the poor, and now in the UK you've got it's exactly the same. Now you've got rich and the poor, got nothing. And over here, you've got the rich and you've got the rich and the poor. You've got the fucking people on the street, homeless. And I drive down the road with, the other day with my girlfriend. And I look at that. She says like, "Well, that's normal. I mean, that's fucking, that's normal. Just fucking people would. It's just like, it's just fucking. So people's views of things, unless you travel and then they just believe what you read in the papers and news is totally different. It's like Israel. I went to Israel, and in '96 I went with a van called Carcass.
Wait, Exploited in Carcass went to Israel?
Us and Exploited.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nazis,
all right.
Yeah. Fucking wankers, you can't. Again, so anyway, so the most fastest people I've met ever in the world is the Orthodox Jews. You might not want to hear that, but it's a fact. All these women with the colour hair, all the Orthodox Jews, they're fucking. I went to see the Wailing Wall. I got chased. They were calling me a monkey, and they were chasing me. Oh Lord, fucking these guys chased me along the road. But 65% of the people I think at the time were under 26-year-old, and they're just normal people having a normal life with normal beliefs. But the country is run by fucking the fucking government, and they're fucking totally fascist fucking.
The oligarchs.
Fascist as fuck.
Yeah.
Totally fascist. It's like what Israel's doing to Palestine. I've seen you never get the footage over here. I've seen the footage. I've seen footage with a guy with two carrier bags, emptied the carrier bags out. That was his two sons.
Whoa.
Right? That was his two sons. I've seen loads of footage. It's fucking Israel sniping fucking women, shooting through hospitals, shooting fucking people with flags, walking their kids, shooting them in the street. I've seen all the videos. Fucking, and there was one documentary. It was a young guy who was 29 or 21. He'd been moved 3 times. The BBC did an interview with him. He moved 3 times to a safe place. So he was in a tent. Next minute, fucking Israel fucking tanks blew the tents up, set it on fire. The guy went back in to get his brother. You see him in the flames, fucking burning to death. That's through Israel. If any other country was getting this done to them, there'd be an uproar. But America, Britain, and Germany are supplying Israel with all these weapons, and they're fucking killing innocent people. And because Israel, they get away with it. Same with Russia. Russia's invaded fucking Ukraine, and nothing's getting done about it. And then when that leader, the Ukraine leader came over, and watched the interview with Trump. I thought, what a fucking embarrassment! What an embarrassment for the American people! Aren't you wearing a suit?
It is a fucking.
That was a fucking. That is the. That is. Do you know? I don't know if people realise that, but what he does affects your how people see America and the other bits of the world.
Oh yeah. But even like with George W. Bush, I remember being on tour in Europe, and people are like, "Are you American?" We're like, "No, I'm from Canada."
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not. So I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The perception of it is fucking crazy. But I do think that maybe now that there's social media, maybe there's a little bit more knowledge, and people might have empathy and not think of all Americans as like MAGA, Trump, in incels or whatever. So so hopefully,
It's a fucking like my pet hate in life is liars. I hate if somebody lies to me, I'll drop them right away.
yeah.
I've been lied to my whole life. I tell my sons, I went fucking, you can be a murderer, I don't care what you are, but if you live a lie, I will still love you. But if you ever lie to me about anything, even something stupid, lie to me, I'll drop you on nothing to do with you. Nothing. And the point of that is like, you got fucking Trump, who's a compulsive liar, and he's been known, he's been found videos and fucking audios of him lying, and people still fucking vote for him. How can you trust somebody that lies? How can you trust him? You can't trust him.
I mean, he has
That's my,
Elon Musk in his
he's
corner.
that guy's a fucking nut.
Yeah.
It's like
Who's
it's like-
seakyling
it's like-
on fucking
it's
national
like-
television.
It's like America. It's like America's like their plaything. It's like they can do what they want. Who's going to stop them?
of course.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Because Trump's buying he's buying all the fucking all the court cases. He's buying all the judges. I mean, so it's like
Yeah.
anybody else. If he was in Europe or in the UK, he'd be in jail.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be getting away with it.
I assumed he would have been in jail. It's fucking crazy. But America's fucked right now. I mean, I'm sure, like, I mean, there's that...
America's got loads of good people. It's a great place. But there's so much wrong with it right now. And Trump's a divider. He doesn't give a fuck about... Trump doesn't give a fuck about the people.
Yeah.
Like America's had some good president. I thought Obama was a good president. Fucking quite a good president. But, like, Trump's fucking... a compulsive liar, man. I just look up and say, I can't believe what he says. Anyway, fuck him.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
Sorry. Anyway, fuck
No,
him.
that's great.
Let's get back to
Yeah.
music.
No. Well, the thing that's weird though, like, I mean, I feel like the lineage of punk and the exploited has been like seeped in politics. I mean, it's.
Well, I hate bullies and I hate politicians
Of course,
and I hate authority. I hate being told what to do,
but
and I fucking hate getting told what to do. Like
Yeah.
my girlfriend, she hates it as well.
I hate getting told what.
Mm-hmm. Every time I say something, they tell me they said to me.
I think that the shift in punk has been an interesting one to see. I mean, you've seen it all. You were part of it. And when did the Exploited start? In 78, 9?
79, late 79.
79. I mean, that's like the lineage of where we're at now is pretty interesting. And it's sad that bands like the Exploited has a lot of stuff to fucking be charged up about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the world didn't get their shit together. All the things that the Exploited was based on still exist.
If it wasn't for us, if it wasn't for the Exploited, there wouldn't be any punk bands gone.
Wait, what?
If it wasn't for the Exploited, there wouldn't be any punk bands gone still. We kept punk, us G-Bits, we kept punk going when everybody said it was dead.
Yeah.
All these years we kept going.
Yeah.
Never changed the music. We're the only punk band that's never changed. And we've never changed their music. Fucking. Or our outlook. No, I'll never change that. Never change my views. I'll never what. Everything I say, I believe.
But your views...
Even if it's wrong.
But I'm not challenging here, but your views changed in the sense that where, like, I feel like you're more articulate and you're able to see the world differently.
I'm not as angry. I'm not so.
But you're more practical.
But
You're not on speed.
Aye. Well, that's that. I've done speed for 33 years every day.
Wow.
33 days. Apart from twice, I got busted twice. So once for 6 weeks and once for a month. I never did any. But I'm not proud of that. I'm not boasting saying do drugs.
Yeah.
I've done drugs for 33 years. I've done drugs every day.
I mean, substance abuse goes hand in hand with poverty and.
I did well, but that was my life. That controlled my life. I done speed. I'd have a line of speed to go to sleep. That's all sad. It's always bad, but I'd have a big line of speed to go to sleep. A line of speed to wake as soon as I woke up.
Whoa.
And I had massive problems. But that was the life I chose. And later on, it caught me. I got really fat, and I was fucking fat.
Do you think that's the life you chose? I mean, I wonder if. Yeah, we have.
It controlled me. My life was the music. I put my band and my music before anybody, before my personal life.
I don't want to sound too woo-woo, but it's like, did punk choose you or did you choose it? I think it chose you, you know? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds kind of like silly to say something like that, but I it's not like I was like, because so like for me, when people would do interviews, like, what are your top 5 favorite bands or why do you like these bands? And I'm like, it doesn't matter what those fucking bands are. I want to know, like, why you're so into weird shit that you started making music like that. Like, why did you want to be who you are? You know, there's things that made you, you know what I'm saying? Like a product.
I grew up in poverty, and when punk came out, it was
the answer.
Angry. It was angry music. It was like fucking. It felt like it was aggressive and fucking violent, and it gave us a release. Gave me a release. I just felt, I can't explain it. I just felt, inside me, I just felt this is fucking the best thing I've ever heard. This music is best. It was like angry music for the working class, and that's what I was a really angry person.
Yeah.
So I used to channel my anger through my music.
So now, I mean, obviously,
now it's like people say hard to write a lot of songs about stuff I wrote the songs about in the past. I can't write songs about because it's fucking I can't relate to them.
It doesn't make the same sense.
No,
it's a different world, of course. Well, here's to new records, right? You can keep writing more music.
We've got songs written.
Yeah.
But for various reasons, I'm not making excuses for various reasons. I've just never done it. But I've got about 14 songs, tunes that we've written over 4 guitarists that we kept for one day to do an album. And I want to do an album before I die, or before I pack the band in.
But you plan on releasing new material then? The new stuff?
No, I want to do one, but maybe next year, maybe we'll see.
I feel like this is.
I'm not in a hurry because to be quite honest, I'm fucking. I'm always honest, but like to be quite honest, I really would. I'll try to cut back on some of the gigs. I'm 67. I would take fucking time off. I would take time and relax with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Spend time with my girlfriend. I would be happy.
Yeah.
It makes me happy.
That's good.
Yeah, that's what. So but I keep getting off for gigs all the time. And I was like that. My day, the money, fucking. But I want to do gigs. I love doing gigs. That's the best. That's the thing. The thing that I love the best is going on stage and playing. And seeing people's faces happy. That's what keeps me going.
Yeah, and it helps them too. You know, you are helping those people.
And I was really old. I was that fucking really fat. I thought I was going to die. I actually thought of killing myself a couple of times.
What's going to happen when you die? The punk's not dead thing is going to come back and haunt your.
Punk is dead. This isn't a box.
Yeah, I mean we're all gonna die, but like fuck, I'm psyched that you're still like kicking ass, man. It's really fucking impressive.
Well, it's quite hard, but I find it harder. But like, if I can't do it 100%, if I can't put a good show on, I watch all the bands and I see them go, fucking embarrassing, man. Just like standing there, just fucking going through the motions. I think that's fucking terrible.
Yeah,
these bands used to be good bands, and now they're just like terrible. I mean, so if I get to that stage, I'd back it in. I'd quit. I wouldn't embarrass myself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't definitely embarrass myself on the stage, and I wouldn't embarrass the people. It's like when Lemmy died, we're in Spain, and I watched them, and I went, fucking, they played the songs half the speed, and they still couldn't keep up, and I could see them facing them trying to play the songs, and I thought, I felt sorry for him. So he played a few songs, they came up the stage. It was a big festival, and I got back. And I said to somebody, if he keeps that up, he's going to be dead. So I heard he done another gig. He done 2 songs, and we come off the stage. He was wobbling, he had the stack, he was shaking, and I thought, fucking, this is embarrassing. Give the guy some dignity, man. All these people are just milk. They're getting paid, but give the guy a bit. Fucking tell him the truth. You've got to your mind wants to do it, but your body can't do it.
Yeah.
But it's like your mind wants to do it, but your body can't do it. Fucking somebody tell him it's fucking. He's lived his life. Yeah. He's done a good. Give him a bit of dignity. Fucking tell him. So they've done he done our gig. Done 2. He had to come off stage, and the next week he was dead. I thought he was dead, and I said that. But I told you that a month ago that he's going to be dead. He's going to be dead if he keeps it up.
Yeah.
And I thought these people fucking. People on the stage are fucking assholes.
I mean, that's like Ozzy.
It was embarrassing. It was like he was walking and shaking. He was like totally shaking, like fucking walking stick. And I went,
yeah.
The guy's a legend. The guy's fucking. He's done his dues.
Yeah.
Let him fucking give him a big dignity. That's what. And I'll never be like that. see some of their punk bands, but that would never be that. If I should like that, I'm fucking, that's me finished.
Yeah, you look great though. You know.
I do okay.
Yeah.
I do okay.
I do. Okay. So like I'm 49, so I missed the first pass of the Sex Pistols, but I saw them reunite, and I was like, oh man, it's gonna ruin what's in my brain of what that is. And
exactly.
it was.
I think it's karaoke. Yeah.
It was a fucking bummer.
It's a karaoke. It's like fucking everybody go to see them.
But I do want to give a shout out to Steve Jones. That guy's sick, and Paul Cook. Those two guys are really rad.
Think so?
I do. What do you don't think so, huh?
No, I've not got a opinion.
When I was a kid, they were my.
I've not got an opinion on them. I don't know them.
When I was a kid, they were my least favorite because they didn't seem like punk.
Yeah.
But now I think that they are the fucking coolest.
Back in the band, what Sid Vicious could you play?
He couldn't.
I can't sing, so there you go. That's punk rock. I can't sing. People go,
Because Stephen Paul can play. So yeah.
I can't sing. People say, you can't even sing it, but I never paid to get in.
Oh man.
Buy a t-shirt and fuck off. I can't.
Well, I met those two guys and they were fucking pretty rad. But what I was gonna say is,
was one a smackhead?
What's up?
Steve Jones is a smackhead.
No, he's good. He's got his shit together now.
I've seen he used to be.
I know. Yeah, yeah. But I think he's fucking rad. He's hilarious.
I've met a guy, so I can't comment. I never comment on people I don't know.
But he's as you would say, probably a tosser or a cunt or something. You know, like he'd be like, that guy, punk, whatever, you know. But like in his own right, you know, it's Steve Jones. He's fucking cool, you know. If it wasn't for him, wasn't for the Pistols, the Damned, and Johnny Moped, I wouldn't have been in a band. Yeah. Wait, what was the Damned and who else?
Johnny Moped.
Johnny Moped.
The guy's fucking an old guy. All he done was shout. I went, I can do that. I can shout. Everyone used to say to me, "Stop shouting." I can shout.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, I can do what he does.
Yeah.
So I thought, it's called Johnny Moped, and the first album was fucking. The first album was brilliant.
Huh.
Fucking really good. And all he done was I can do that.
Yeah.
So that's why I started. That's why I started singing. So I didn't sing, but fucking, Faith No More. He's a singer.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact guys that can sing.
Yeah.
Fucking, but I do what I want. But to me, that's what punk is.
Sure.
I say that to everyone. You don't have to be the best. You don't have to be the best fucking musician or fucking to play or to be a singer. As long as you believe in what you. Long as you believe in what you do, you're happy with what you do. You enjoy what you do. You're not hurting anybody. And some people like you, that's what matters. All the haters who say you're shit, fuck them. Mm-hmm. Like my dad and my mum, fuck you cunts.
Wow.
Yeah, fuck them. My family are shit.
Oh.
Fucking wankers. Fucking.
Well,
anyway.
Sorry for laughing at that.
No, that.
My dad hated what I was into before he died too.
Mum will say, when you gonna get a real job? Fuck off, you be midget cunt. Fuck off.
Man, I was gonna say something and you fucking you were talking shit about. Oh, I heard the Germs and I was like, oh, I can do that, and I'm not even wasted. You know, they were like fucked up, and I was like, I could definitely do that. And that Germs record's great, I think. So I don't know.
I haven't heard them.
Really? Oh man, you know what I'm talking about though, the Germs.
I've heard the band, but don't know like.
It's a pretty good record. Yeah. Darby Crash as a singer, I was like, oh shit.
I've heard of him,
What?
I've heard of him.
Yeah.
We've done a gig with was it J.J. Alma's brothers band? What they're called?
The Murder.
Murder Junkies.
Yeah.
Done a gig years ago in San Francisco.
It's pretty bad.
It was an all-age show, So normally he plays naked.
Yeah.
Right, he's got his fucking blue beard and yellow.
Oh, the drummer?
The drummer
Dino,
naked,
yeah.
So normally he plays naked, So they say that you've got to you cover up. So you put on like a pair of like see-through fucking women's tights.
Yeah.
Right, because see-through them,
Yeah.
And he's got the drumstick stuck in his arse, fucking chuck him into the crowd, grab his drumsticks.
See, anyone can do it.
Funny as fuck.
Yeah. Funny, terrifying.
That was the last gig. After that, the place closed down.
Yeah, that's crazy. So the Murder Junkies open for the Exploited?
Yeah.
Huh.
But they've done a couple of gigs with us.
Yeah, that band was pretty terrible.
They were good.
Really?
I thought they were good, either.
Not with Gigi. He died, right? It was with the new guy or whatever? Or was it with Gigi Allen?
No, but it was the other guy. The other guy was a good guy.
Yeah.
He did another band called something Pulse, something Purple Pulse or something. I thought they were all right. I thought they were fucking quite punky. I like raw bands.
Yeah. Well, you went to this. I prefer your crossover thrash material. Like, is that like that's not punky? It's fucking thrash metal, right?
No, really not.
What?
No, really.
What do you mean? I mean, that's
that's
what the industry calls
you're
it.
talking about us.
Yeah,
Oh,
you.
no, fuck off.
Well, no, that's what like.
No. Like everybody say. Quite a few people say that, eh?
Yeah.
But no, it's not true. What the difference was, the Exploited, we always played faster. The only band that plays as fast as us is Discharge.
Yeah.
Like we always played fast, but we never had the money or the knowledge to get that on record. Right. So when we started getting more money, more knowledgeable, and got better recording people working for us, then the song sounded faster. But no, we never changed it. We never changed our music. But our music.
So you just got better recordings.
We've got better for the Massacre. We got Colin Syllable. He's done Fear Factory and stuff. He's done there. So we got a guy for the first time, a proper producer who liked the music, and we spent with a budget a budget £28,000, which was a fortune to us, but I was getting £30 a week on the dole. But so the record company said to us, and UBH, you've got a budget of £20,000. Spend what you want, you keep the money. So I'm getting £30 a week on the dole, so £20,000 is a lot of money. But we spent £70,000 spent on the album.
Whoa!
Right? UBH spent I think £5 on their album.
Whoa!
Our album, we went for being a wee punk band to being a crossover band with the more metal people, what like that.
Yeah.
So we went from there to there.
But that's where you wanted to sound, right? You wanted to sound like that.
Well, no, we just wanted to be Exploited.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
we never crossed over. We never crossed over to the metal. The metal crossed over to us.
Yeah.
Because before that we'd done Beat the Bastards album. Same again, be fucking £20,000. No, I had £20,000, 70 grand we spent on that album, at least, and that all went on production, and it sold fucking loads.
Yeah.
But before that, all the metal magazines like Kerrang and Metal Hammer and Full Force, none of them would touch Exploited.
Yeah.
None of the
Because the way you looked.
None of the press would touch Exploited.
Because the way you looked.
No, just to look, because I didn't get when I didn't conform to the interviews and that, or
Yeah, but if you played that record for anyone and didn't tell them what it was, you're just like, put this record on and be like, that's the fucking rad album.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what with this guy. I'll get back to that. In a second. I saw all these people would never touch our albums before. They would done Beat the Bastards. All the metal press, the record came to come to us. They would go massive because we got a bigger crowd. That's why they exploit. But we never changed. We never changed our music to go faster. The music slightly. It's a bit faster than the first album, Punks Are Dead, because it's a bit. The first two albums, and it did go rather a bit faster. But to me, that was just aggressive music. That's just punk music. It wasn't like we wouldn't try to go into metal.
But maybe it's like the sound of the guitar and the drum. Like your better sound.
The day we would different guitarists and we actually had money to spend on the production, and we got a producer, but two metal producers it worked with us.
Yeah.
But in the past it was just like fucking normal guys.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
didn't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
So, what did you just tell me before?
Well,
that?
I offended you when I said that it was class.
They didn't offend me.
Yeah.
I'm not offended, mate. I didn't get offended. What did you say before that?
I don't know where we're going
Something
with
you said.
that.
I was going to go back. I was going to go back onto something you said.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know. We lost it, man.
Well, man,
But it's crazy to hear like all these stories because you mentioned like how you toured Carcass and obviously you toured Napalm Death, and I feel like there's like the metal adjacent stuff. To me, and probably to both of us, like punk and metal were synonymous in so many ways. There was so many links to the two kinds, and hip hop and shit like that. You know, all of these.
I never really listened to metal. I like Slayer. I like most of Slayer. The last album was really good. Some of the stuff was good. When Slayer went through a bad time when they were doing so good, so they crossed over to punk. They done an album fully punk cover versions.
Oh yeah,
right.
Of course.
So I thought that's pretty sad. They're getting desperate. They're getting fucking punk covers. It's true. Right, it's true. But I like Slayer.
Yeah.
I'm good friends with Gary, and I like he's got another band, Exodus.
Oh yeah.
They're fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
We've done a few gigs with them in South America and stuff.
Yeah.
Great guys, great band. I never really listened to much metal. The metal I listen to is like bands like Destruction for Germany, Exodus, Napalm Death, Slayer,
The Carcass.
Carcass.
Yeah.
Well, some of Carcass, some early some early Metallica up to the Black Album.
Way before that.
Shit,
Yeah.
shit, man. I tell you, we used to be on the same record label when we first started. I was always a cheeky cunt. I'm always a cheek. Just always making jokes and that. So we went to the record club in London. There was American guys. I didn't know who they were, and they're talking about it, and they're talking. I'm just going. I started taking the piss, making fun of them. And then after they went away, somebody goes, "Who was that?" He goes, "Oh, it's Metallica." I went, "Oh fuck!" I went, "There's no chance you get the support, is there?" Because I do think so now.
You don't have any stories to talk shit about them, huh?
No,
You have a lot of shit talking stories, but none of them.
I think what's ones over here. No, I was doing the one about Green Day.
You want?
We had Green Day.
Yeah.
Green Day. I didn't give a fuck about anybody. Like, there's loads of music. I think everything's shit. Food. She'll tell you. I think everything's shit. So that's shit. Was that band? Oh, it's shit. But that band's shit. About the Millionaires, but it's no. But I just think it's good luck to them. It's their music.
Mm-hmm.
But the point being is, like, with Green Day, I really think they're good at what they do, but I think this fucking shit. He's got pop punk. How can you have pop and punk? You can't have pop and punk. It's two different things. Really, they're good at what they do. Good luck to them.
Wait, can I stop you for 1 second? Because I feel like the Sex Pistols, never mind the Bullocks, was punk, and now it has become pop because punk grew to something. So I think that like maybe a band like Green Day's referencing that.
Nah, but Green Day's fucking just shit, mate. Really.
I have to agree with you 100%.
Honest, I fucking totally think the shit.
But I feel like
I think the guy's a total utter fucking knob. Really, he's a fucking total knob. Anyway, so but I was because we done Beat the Bastards album. I got invited to the Krang Awards, Music Awards. That was the big thingy. So they wanted me to present an award. And it was a setup, I'm fucking sure it was a setup, right?
Yeah.
Right, because the category was the best international band, and they were in the category, so I was sure it was a setup because they knew how I'd react. So fucking, I had to go. The winner is,
and you didn't know you had to open the.
But I was hoping it wasn't the name because. And I thought it was if they win that, I'm going to get the trophy. I'm just going to throw it away, right? And then it was Green Day, but before I could fucking throw it away, they grabbed it in my hand, right? So that fucking raging. So I was with this girl at the time, this fucking girlfriend I was seeing, and so they had an after party, and there was about 600 people. I was so the satine, I'd been taking loads of ecstasy, and fucking my face and sitting there. Then this wee midget guy comes over with 10 guys. So I'd be counting for Green Day. We fucking that size.
Yeah.
Right. So he's coming over. And I was lying there, and he's like, he goes, one day he goes, one day he goes, was that size? He goes, one day one day I'm going to be standing on your grave and piss on your grave.
Whoa.
So I looked at my girlfriend. I went, did you hear what he said? We're laughing because you're on your face. She goes, yeah. So I could have got up and smashed him in the face. What I'd done, I went, what did you say? Right? What did you say? Me midget. I could have straight face him.
Is he really that little?
Yeah, he's that. No,
you're talking about Billy
that size.
Joe, whatever. Yeah.
Fucking midget was that big. In human terms, a midget.
Okay.
I don't like to go out of women and make them stupid. Eh? What do you say? So I sat back down, and he's like, I went. I'll tell you what, I've got something you'll never have. You might have a big record company and loads of money, but I've got something you'll never have, and that's respect for the punks. You can't buy that, fuck off. And so the people are with him, just grabbed his wee legs, fucking dragged it. And it just scuttled away across the room with 10 people.
Oh, man.
Knob.
Okay, so you said midget a lot. People are gonna get upset. And
oh my god!
No, hold on. I'm gonna cover our asses. If anyone wants to cancel us, they're gonna have to come after you.
Aye, he's a fucking midget, you cunt.
Okay. I'm joking, kinda, but
I'm not.
Okay, that's hilarious though.
And then they've done that another thing.
You can't die though, because he's gonna pee on your fucking grave.
Fucking, it'd be hard if I get cremated. Anyway, yeah, but top of a cliff, so he falls off. Anyway, fucking that. I must get tell you. Aye, so we done I think it's quite funny. I live in this head, because like we were in Australia, and that's when COVID started. So the promotes that COVID, can't he goes, what do these gigs? Aye, we're no Green Day, we'll do the gigs. Just so the promotes that put up, he put a statement. We're no Green Day, we're no Green Day. Fucking we'll get to do blah blah these gigs. So because that went up, I had fucking loads of death threats and that, and messages for Green Day fans like fucking fuck you, Wattie. And then I got 2 messages for Green Day. 2 of the guys in Green Day sent my message going, hope you fucking die. And one was like something like, hope you fucking die, or fuck you clown, or something like that. So I wrote back saying, that's quite funny. I can't even sing. I'm on a wee Scots band, and you're talking back to me. then somebody was saying to him, you should delete the comments because it's going to make them look bad. So they deleted the comments.
Wow.
I thought that's quite funny.
Yeah.
I'm on a wee for Scotland, eh? Yeah. I'm still bigger than you in height. Anyway, get over it, you midget.
Damn, dude, that was fucking hilarious.
Anyway.
Yeah. I will say that I liked your thing where you did the little leg thing. That was really good.
That was
yeah, the cartoon. Yeah, it's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, okay, so...
But good luck to them.
I think they've had a lot of it, which is interesting.
I think they're totally shit, but like...
I don't know if luck
exists. I don't know why the Americans... It's like, I have this argument, we'll have an argument, this discussion.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, well, America, that's American punk. I mean, how can that be American punk? There's better American punk bands like The Insane, Virus, fucking Casualties, fucking there's Broken Cuffs. There's loads of good American young American bands I see, and I think that who are punk. I don't know what the American version of punk is over here because it's so divided. And like I say, you have like, for instance, we had what was it? Riot Fest, we were at Riot Fest, and the guy Mike for No Effects.
Fat Mike.
A Fat Mike guy, sorry, Fat Mike guy. And the guy, one of the producers, he's making a video or a film about No Effects, and they said, Fat Mike wants you to get an interview. A few questions on what you think of his band. I mean, do you really want to know a really true answer? Like, he goes, yeah. He goes, that's what he wants for you. He wants you to just see what you think. So we went over to this recording building place with the filming. He's like, what do you think of No Effects? I went, man, this shit.
Yeah.
I think they're a pop band. That's what he asked me to do for a pop band. So I like him. I think he's a character. I've only met him a few times. I think he's a character. I think he's good. He's good at what he does. In fact, they've actually got a couple of good songs. But to me, that the music's like pop music.
Yeah.
Right, and I hate pop music.
Yeah, of course.
Like pop punk. I hate pop punk. It's shit.
So they fit in the same category as Green Day, where there's no bite. There's no real bite to it. It's cute.
But
right?
they're better than Green Day. They've actually got some good tunes in it. So anyway, later on that night, we're going back past the cabin, and one of the guys goes, "Come in, Mike wants to see you. Can I have a word with you?" It's okay. So we went to this wee cabin. He's just staying there with fucking lines of coke and stuff, and whatever. And he's going, he goes, what do you think of my band? What I told him, I think it's shit. But he likes to exploit it, eh? But that's on him. But
I mean,
but I didn't mean it in a bad. I didn't mean it in a bad way. I say shit all the time. I didn't mean it in the bad way. It's like the music's obviously they're a massive band. They've got a big fan base, and some of the songs are actually good. And I like him. I like him as a person because I think he's a character. He's a character. Fucking, and he talks. He's got a lot of haters as well.
Yeah.
He talks his mind, and he stands by what he says. And I can relate to him in the way he is because I'm the same. I say things and people disagree, but I stand by what I say. I don't like fucking backtrack. So I respect him for that. But like I say, his music was his music's aye.
shite.
But
Hey, I'll say it, you know. But I think like there's a line where you're like that punk is adorable and this punk is vicious.
But to me, the word punk is like I've spent most of my life being a punk band, and punk music is my life.
Yeah,
that's what I've committed my life, all my life to that. Gave up loads of my fucking personal time, loads of my personal life. And,
maybe there's this thing where punk isn't just only associated with music; it's other things in life.
You get people. I've got a lot of people. I meet loads of people, and I meet a few people who like myself they've been punks and they live the life. They live the lifestyle of a punk, like they didn't conform to like fucking what the rules are meant to be. They go and do what they want. Fucking live their life their way. Fucking conform to authority and stuff. And to me, I meet a few people like that who are just like individual people who are what you see is what you get. And people are like he's a bit scary looking, he's a bit wary. Be wary of him because he doesn't conform to what a normal person should be.
Sure.
And for me, that's what I am, and I respect people who are the same as that. It's like I meet loads of people, famous, rich, poor, whatever, and I didn't just like anybody. I always treat people how I get treated. If somebody treats me okay, I'm okay to them. If somebody tries to be a cunt, I'll be a bigger cunt. I mean, that's where I look in life. And life's too short to have fucking. Life's too short to look backwards. I mean, people always look back and complain about their lives.
I like that you're a bigger cunt. That's good.
I'm a bigger cunt. I'm a talker, but I'm not big. And in the early days when I used to take drugs, that was a fucking total nightmare. I'm really. If there was any prizes, it would have been from my first wife. She put up with so much of my shit. She was the only person who could calm me down. But again, she'd tell me the truth. She'd always tell me the truth, like to shut the fuck up and that.
Yeah. But maybe that's part of like. But maybe that's part of like how punk has evolved. I think you know.
Yeah, but nowadays like punks. It's different, eh? It's like fucking, like a lot of things are changing. It's like in the past you could protest and get things done. No, you can't. You protest or fuck off. Nothing gets done. And the only thing that governments actually take on board is if you actually fucking cause violence. That's the only time if you actually stand up and rebel. But now you've got that many laws. Since COVID, you've got that many laws being passed. You can't be in a group together. You can't stand in the street in the UK. And so now the chances of being a mob to actually revolt, and it's almost impossible.
Yeah.
The police have got loads of powers. In America, the police have got fucking tons of powers. In Russia is even worse.
Oh yeah, fully. There you are, episode 51. Feel free to comment and leave your
because we know you will
leave your criticisms in the comment section. Or just good luck trying to understand the Scottish accent because that shit's hard to do. But you know, we did it, and we appreciate Wattie taking the time and coming on our podcast. I want to give a shout out to Dave Lombardo for linking us up with him. Obviously, all of our sponsors, you, the viewer and listener,
Andy and Becky.
Yeah, and it's just it's not a perfect world, and humans aren't perfect. We're all flawed, and I think that people to come and shit on us for having Wattie on our podcast are fucking lame. But you know what? It is what it is. We're doing our best, and maybe you are too. I just think that there's a different nuance, and there's a larger perspective on things, and the left will ultimately end up dividing itself and just fucking killing itself. So I want to wish you all luck out there. It's a mean fucking world. We will see you on episode 52. All right. Peace.
Bye.
Cult and Culture is a Ruinous Media podcast proudly sponsored by Earthquaker Devices, Heartwork Coffee, Diodario, Kindred, Smashed Plastic Record Pressing, and San Diego Food Shed.
Planet B.